Video and audio sounds good. I'm glad the video and audio sounds good. Yeah. So the sound's okay? It's just the mic on the computer, so. Yeah, good. It wouldn't let me do it in the other stream. I had to completely start another stream. It won't let me go into the settings and go back and swap which mic I'm using. So I just went back in and I just went back in and just swapped it over to the webcam on this thing sucks. So actually I'm using my good camera and it's plugged into the computer. So it was so freaking funny. Man, y'all what? I mean, the comments coming up was freaking hilarious. And I'm gonna change the name of that shit to Disney silenced us during a live stream. And I'm gonna make a good meme for it too and throw it up there, you know. Yeah. Disney can't silence us, but they silence us during the stream. They keep knocking Jeremy's shit down at 1,000. And then which I mean, hell, I mean, I'd be tickled shitless to get 1,000 likes. It'd be great. But we're getting there, we're getting bigger. So I mean, you can only do so much. I can't I mean, it's not like the channel's not getting a lot of views. So yeah, I can hear too. A moment of silence for Star Wars. Yeah. Yeah, Dave, I just couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me do it in the middle of doing it. I had to completely stop it and then change it because of you have to do it through YouTube. I mean, you have to do this through Chrome. If I was doing it through Internet Explorer, I would be going through a link in order to do it, but going through Chrome, you could do it directly through Chrome. So, all right, what's your question? You like a moment of silence better? Yeah, so I had to download Chrome. And Chrome, I think, is the issue that everybody's having a problem with. If we go through Internet Explorer and then we get, well, that I don't know. He got shut down twice yesterday on his live streams before even getting 1,000 likes. They did the same thing that the first one did tonight, just completely shut down. I think it's the new Chrome version that we're having to use, which apparently sucks. So, but it was funny just reading y'all's comments during that. That was freaking hilarious. And the other thing is that I mean the chat keeps going in and out too. So I mean it's like right now it's completely blank. I can't see what anybody's saying. Now it just comes back on. Yeah, we talked about that a while ago. It is crazy, and I do mean crazy. And go. I'm trying to get the live chat to come up on my phone, so because it keeps blinking in and out on that for some reason. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's all over that thing, but I've done all kinds of stuff from production to casting to actually being in the movies to a lot. And yeah, I was a stormtrooper in Rogue One. Um, yeah, I've done, and I had my own TV show for 5 years. So yeah, that's oh yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. He doesn't understand anything because it's not about him. So Ryan is just gonna keep throwing crap out there. Now, if he was working on trilogy, do you think he would be on Twitter all day long? The show is called Outdoor Destinations. I'm still trying to pull it up on the phone because the chat keeps going away. Um, there we go. Okay, now I got your chat on the phone now, so I got everything shut down. So I can at least hear. I mean, I can at least see what you're saying now. Right now on the screen, the chat's gone. So last I heard, Curtis says, last I heard, Ryan said he was still trying to figure out the essence of Star Wars. Um, yeah, and he'll never figure it out. The only essence of you make a shit movie is about all I mean, I've got some essence sitting in the bathroom where I took a Last Jedi he can get a hold of because I mean he doesn't know anything about damn Star Wars. Now, the D&D trilogy. I'm sorry, the D&D trilogy. I think could be good, especially them doing the Old Republic. I think that could be great. Honestly, I think that could be extremely great. Um, why did they introduce a girl Thor in Ragnarok? What do you mean a girl Thor? I don't remember a girl Thor in Ragnarok. Oh, you talking about his sister? Um, yeah, and yeah, you got to be talking about his sister. Your friend in England saw it on the BBC about the. I could, I could really, yeah. I have to hold my tongue on that. So, but it's amazing how far it's gotten. Let's put it that. But it is bringing attention to Disney. I can tell you that right now. Um, oh, yeah. Yeah, Gizmo's right. Okay, I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, exactly. She's a Valkyrie. As a matter of fact, she was the last Valkyrie. Um, there used to be a bunch of them. Seeing it just flipped out again. So yeah, there used to be a bunch of them. Um, she asked she asked you if you were involved as a joke. Um, tell her you've pledged $1,000 to it. Yeah, she was the last surviving Valkyrie. Yeah, the rest of them are all killed off. Um, yeah, you can't get rid of Chris Helmsworth. He is Thor. Um, Yeah, I mean, he is Thor. I mean, that's like putting a different Tony Stark out there. I mean, you can't do that. Um, yeah, that is a plot hole because that's exactly right. He thought all the Valkyries were dead, but didn't know that he had a freaking sister that was locked up. Come on. Um, I went and saw The Incredibles 2, and there were some subtle SJW moments in it. All right, not so subtle SJW moments in it. But for the most part, I liked it. I thought they did a good. I thought they did a really good job with it, and I actually think it's better than the first one. The first one I really liked. Yeah, Chris Helmsworth, man, I like everything he's been in. Everything he's been in is has been. He's got such a great attitude that no, I can't see anybody else playing Tony Stark either. I mean, unless it's another like sarcastic asshole. So, well, I was equipped that Thor looked like Odin after he lost his eye, but he didn't lose his eye until after she was locked up. It's true. Um, However, Loki was acting like Odin, and she got to, no wait, no, no, because Thor got back before she got there and found out it was Loki. So yeah, you're right. Oh, everybody's getting streaming issues. I have not seen Hereditary yet. I am going to go see it tomorrow. I go see it at the matinee theater because it's right here by the house. Um, I heard it got bad reviews and everything else, but everything that company's done, and they're an extremely small company, so everything that company's done has been I've liked. Um, so I would imagine Hereditary should be a pretty. I like horror flicks, so yeah, we've got a huge storm outside right now. I'm surprised y'all can't hear it. I mean, it's beating the rooftop to death. Yeah, exactly. We're talking about the MCU instead of talking about Star Wars, but the MCU is getting ready to be the new Star Wars. Um, uh, I did, and and the thing is I like Roman Reigns. Um, I think he's extremely talented. They're giving him the push, but he doesn't have he doesn't have what the older wrestlers had. I don't know how else to say. He's got the body for it. He's got the look for it. He's a good technical wrestler. Technically, he should have taken off. Um, but it's kind of like Raven. Raven was a good technical wrestler and everything else back in the day, but Raven's character just never took off. And Roman Reigns really should be kicking ass. Um, Star Wars just isn't the film franchise anymore. It's not. It's not. It's a corporate holding. Is all it is now. So we can hang up that part of it. Yeah, stream on my end's looking really good. I'm having to use a mobile hotspot because of the storm outside. So, but I'm using the mobile hotspot here, and I've got complete 5 bars on my Wi-Fi signal. Which still isn't gonna. I mean, YouTube's just having issues altogether. So with streaming. Yeah, exactly. Carl's right. Yeah, if you see a bad movie now, you can always just remember back to The Last Jedi and remember, hell, that shit ain't that bad. Yeah, it can be worse. Yeah, man, it's all straight. But I mean, it's all straight. But I need to. I don't know. My microphone's good, but I had to end up using. This is actually the one on the computer right now. What's going on, Race Dad? Yes, I had to use the one on the computer now. So, but I mean, it seems to be working perfectly fine. But I can't do my regular videos that way. I need the other microphone in order to do that. So I'm gonna have to go tomorrow and go buy a shit ton of batteries, I guess. I mean, but I've been using that microphone for a while with the same batteries, and it was only in the receiver. It wasn't in the microphone portion. It was just in the receiver. So, um, Elastigirl in Incredibles was extra thick. Oh my god. Curtis says he feels that way about the prequels, but he's just used to it. I'm actually, I watched two of the prequels. I watched the Phantom Menace and I watched Clone Wars the other night, and then tomorrow before I go see Hereditary, I'm gonna watch Revenge of the Sith again. So I'll get those three out of the way, and then when I get home after that, I got a couple things I need to do, and then I'll start on the original trilogy again. Not the crap ones, but the real originals. Wheels of Chaotic Doom. Magic Star Wars has been incorporated and watered down into what we got now. That's a true story. It's a corporate holding. It's not a passion. It's not anything yet. Yeah, the despecialized edition. Yeah, exactly. That's the one I'll be watching. I downloaded every one of them some bitches. But yeah, it's when Lucasfilm was doing it, it was, even though a lot of people had issues with the prequels, you never had people just flat out tell them, "Fuck you, I'm not touching any of your shit again." You know what I mean? Never. I have watched everything Star Wars has ever done. Well, it's not only the bad CGI. It's it's. I mean, there's a lot of stuff changed. Now, there's some stuff that they changed that I liked. I like the way they. I like the way they changed a few things in it. But I mean, but when Han and Chewie go to the ship and there's Jabba, come on, and then you see Han step up over Jabba's tail. You know, I, it, just a good change was Darth Sidious's face over to Palpatine. That was a great change that was made. Um, there was no need to have sand troopers, are called TDs, looking for the droids out there riding around on the back of these stupid ass CGI. I mean, there's a and then Han didn't shoot first. Han shot. Done. Han took his ass out. You can download that. Wise More says, I want the Ewok Celebration song back. You can download that, and then you can just play it over top of anything in the Last Jedi. Just play it through the whole entire movie. I, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I thought the Ewoks were cool as shit, and yeah, Han was the only one who shot. That changing that shit up is just wrong. I mean, it's the same thing Disney's doing now. They're going back and changing something that they really shouldn't be touching. So, um, man, Jurassic Park comes out when? Tomorrow? Today. Jurassic Park started tonight. Today, Friday. Y'all need to go see Jurassic Park 2. Um, you will have a good time at the movie. That's all I'll say. You will have a good time at the movie. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Wise Gamora says he's gonna go see it tomorrow. You're gonna like it. It is good. It is good. It's it's not Colin Trevorrow's fault, or Trevorrow, however you want to pronounce it. It's not his fault that Island number 2 was actually changed. But he wasn't aware of the change. They had actually changed the island, the shape of the island, and everything else, but he wasn't aware of it. So he's getting called out for that. But no, yeah, it's actually good. There's some slight SJW bullshit in there, but it's not enough to ruin anything. And I don't mind if they want to put a little bit of something up in there. Because I can forgive that. Yeah, the Sledge says fixing Star Wars with an Old Republic series of films would definitely revive things. Um, well, the D&D directors are going to be doing the Old Republic trilogy, and I like their style. I really like their style. Yeah, see, and Khan wasn't aware that they had actually um, they actually changed the island itself. But he wasn't aware. He did do an interview on that, and he said, "Look, I hope everybody just forgive me because I wasn't aware of it until the end of the movie, and we'd already shot everything else." So there'll be a couple of things that kind of don't go together a little bit, but that's because of that little deal where they changed that portion of the island. But don't worry, it's not. It doesn't affect film. It's a fun film. It's enjoyable. It's everything Star Wars is not right now. It's you'll like it. Why am I a nerd? I don't know why you're a nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm a geek. Um, I'm just a geek that likes to drive fast. I mean, I get to drive 230-mile-an-hour cars, so I'm happy with everything I do. That's why I love it when people, you get them SJWs. They go, oh yeah, you need to get a life. Your life must suck. Yeah, yeah, my life sucks really bad, dude. Um, Hardee's, definitely go to Hardee's. Hardee's. Go to Hardee's. Um, well, I wish they would release the unaltered originals, but um, there were, like I said before, there were a few changes that needed to be made, like changing Sidious's face. Um, there was some bullshit that they didn't need to touch at all, but yeah, SJW's Wheel of Chaotic Doom's got it right. Man, I like just pissing them people off. And I don't know. I mean, I say it all the time. I'm an asshole, but I mean, I'm just honest. I mean, Yeah, my life. I says, yeah, my life sucks because I have to listen to SJW's complaint. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, that's. Andy, you raced some dirt track. We got a dirt car. Um, we do have actually we have two dirt cars. And then we work on another one for another team. We just got it off the jig, his brand new car. Got it all welded up, ready to go. Getting ready to put the motor and transmission in it, and then we're going to get the sheet metal done on the side of it, and it'll be done. Oh, you got to go take a last. You got to go take a last Jedi. Not a problem. Every time you take one of those, just remember it's a double flusher. You mean Formula Un? Formula Un? The nerd herd. Oh, Formula One, man. I don't understand how in the hell they can drive them freaking cars. The reactions that those guys have. Now, granted, I mean they handle way, way, way better. Um, but Jesus, man, I mean I've been on a road course. We got Road Atlanta, and I go down there at least 4 times a year, driving different cars for different people, and it's hell on a road course. I don't know how them guys can do it. Formula One, man, them cars are haul ass, and them guys can drive. I mean, them guys have talent. Those cars are extremely freaking fast, extremely light, and it's crazy. Now, I mean, I like I said, I mean, I road race some cars for some people around here, and I'll do it 4 or 5 times a year down at Road Atlanta. But and it's hard enough. I mean, that's hard enough there. Road Atlanta will scare the shit out of me. I can imagine doing it at the speeds that they do Formula One. I'm not. I used to be a big NASCAR fan. I'm not a big NASCAR fan now. So when did Ryan find out there's no gravity in space? Which fan told him? Nobody's told him yet. And you know, I actually had people try to tell me that yes, there is gravity in space. That's why planets continue to revolve around the sun. Okay. You don't want me to get into how physics works. I had to take quantum physics in college. Okay, yes, that kind of gravitational pull from a planet that has 465 trillion times the amount of mass of one of them gravity bombs. Yes, it has gravity. The sun has gravity in that system. Those two things and the mass that it takes in order to have gravity pull something. So, man, I didn't even want to get into it. I just clicked okay, and then went on with it. I mean, there's no. I mean, when they're up there right now and they release any satellite and you watch it come out of the damn bay of the shuttle, do you see that son of a bitch fall? Hell no, they got to push it. They got to push that son of a bitch out of there. Yeah, the mass of you're right. The mass of the dreadnought is not enough to generate a gravitational pull big enough to do any of that. And besides that, as soon as you open the bay doors, why the hell are they sucked out of the damn? Why are they not sucked right out of the ship? You can't say it's because there's a field there because the bombs go right through it. So you just throw that out. Oh, there's not enough gravity in space to pull a bomb or a bunch of bombs out of a ship. Period. Microgravity ain't enough to do it. Which is why they did the pin trick about, I think it's about 6 or 7 years ago. They released a pin, put a tether on it, and after 75 orbits around the Earth, it had not even reached the end of the tether. So I don't want to hear no shit about freaking gravity in space will pull them bombs out of the damn thing. I've seen the movie Gravity. Yes. You invented in your head that they were like a slow mo, a rail gun. Oh, well, and why did they not use it? I mean, Jesus, it was the slowest bombers ever. Gravity was a horrible movie. Um, the yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It really was. It was stupid, 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 stupid. But at least 90% of it had space correct. Um, yeah, why they? Yeah, I don't know why they did not use the Y wings. I mean, and you send all of them out there, and not a damn one of them can defend themselves. Um, it's I think a Tie Fighter flew by one and it blew up just for the hell of it. I mean, it was like they were made in China. Um, yeah, bombers in zero gravity. Uh, I specifically tweeted that to Ryan Johnson. Uh, I think my exact tweet to Ryan Johnson. Actually, I sent it to him in a DM, and he responded back. My exact tweet to him or DM to him was, "I'm going to hit you with some knowledge. Um, there's no gravity to pull the bombs out of the bombers, and why did the people not get sucked out of the bombers when the bomb bay doors were open? And why and how was the First Order lobbing shit? Because that doesn't happen in space either. Um, perhaps you should take a physics course." And he responded back, "It's a fantasy film." That was his response back. "It's a fantasy film." You fucking right it is, because ain't a damn thing you got in there worth a shit. You're damn right it's fantasy because, I, yeah, he responded back, "It's a fantasy film." Okay, so it doesn't have to have real facts and shit that can actually happen. How do you take Hux, who was turned into a really bad, he was supposed to be a bad guy. Remember the big Nazi scene and everything else, on Starkiller Base and everything else, turned Hux into an evil character. This is the man killed his own father to move up in the First Order. And then the very next movie, you turn him into a freaking idiot and completely take all credibility for him being a bad guy and a leader. As I mean, that's a stupid decision. Yeah, the physics of Star Wars don't really work in our universe. They don't really work in quantum physics to begin with. Well, I didn't tweet him, Emma. I sent him a DM. And he's answered my tweets before. Yeah, I sent him a straight DM because I mean I didn't want to embarrass him in front of everybody because I mean I may be an asshole, but I really wanted to get a point across without him feeling threatened, so he could. I think Disney's getting the message that the Last Jedi sucked, and now the guys behind remake the Last Jedi are didn't think it was going to get this big. I'll just put it that way. Didn't think it was going to get this big, go this far, but then again, they keep saying, haven't heard of Solo being projected as too dark and something. The when I went to go see it, which was, it wasn't open to the public, the whole damn movie was dark. Really, the only scenes that weren't dark were, um, towards the end of the movie. You out of here, Warren? I don't know if it was the theater though that did it or not, Mr. Pete, to be honest with you. Because I streamed it on Kodi and it's just as dark on Kodi as it was in the damn theater. So direct to Netflix or direct to Red Box, you got that right. The shit they're making. Yeah, Emma, I try to all right, well good all right. Well, Warren, I'm glad you stopped by, dude. Hit that like button before you go. And remember to check out them t-shirts. Maybe one of your friends will want them. I got some that are non-threatening. I also have some that are non-gender specific. Oh, and I do have women's available as well too. Oh, they're definitely good. Yeah, well, that's where direct to Disney streaming service. Now the live action series that's it. Who's going where? Oh, Warren just left. Dave, you out? Dave, glad you could join us, bro. Netflix would do a much better job with Star Wars. Yeah, you know, at this point, anybody would do a much better job with Star Wars. Yeah, yeah. Technically, you're right. There isn't any sound in space, um, but that doesn't mean you have to defy the damn law of physics. I sat there and watched an astronaut banging on the shit he was working on with the wrench, and there was absolutely no sound. Um, but I mean, you don't want to change gravity. And then you also don't want to make the shittiest bombers ever that are so slow, can't defend themselves, are paper thin, and takes absolutely nothing to blow the whole damn thing up. And with bomb bay doors that open wide open, but yet there's an atmosphere on the inside of the ship. Uh, oh God, just thinking about it makes me want to identify as a coconut. So yeah, cardboard bombers, exactly. It's like somebody did them out of origami. No, it's a long time frame. The whole entire freaking movie, they get gravity wrong. I mean, they're lobbing shit, and it's actually lobbed. I mean, it actually arcs and everything else. It's just stupid. That's not how this shit works. Man, I hope we never make it to the Ryan Johnson deal. Now, I honestly, from what I've been told, Ryan's done, and he's aware of it. I can make it in black and purple. So you want the shirt in purple and the rebel stuff in black? Or do you want a black shirt with the purple logo? And then do you want it in the V-neck? Well, all right. If he was not done, Emma, he would be writing instead of being on Twitter all day. Believe me, if I had three movies, and I was going to get the budgets that are going to be on these 3 movies, you don't think I would be putting all my effort into these movies right now and coming up with great stories and everything else? Um, well, Ram Bamberg is actually going to be doing the writing, or was supposed to be doing the writing, but that's exactly, has no movies in the works. If he did, he would be putting all of his energy into it. And they are trying to extend Daisy's, Kylo's, and John Boyega's contract, which will let you know that Kylo will not die, and Daisy will not die, and Finn will not die. Um, unless, well, Daisy Ridley said at the beginning of this she was only going to do the 3 films and she was done. And if I were her, I would move on. Ooh, more powerful, Yoda or Revan? Damn. Because we haven't seen exactly how much power Yoda's got. We know it's a lot. I'm gonna say it'd be a good fight. Tran loves John. If Chewie rips off Ray's arms, I'll watch episode 9. And then takes the Falcon and leaves, and just leaves her ass somewhere. No, they did not ask Oscar Isaac to extend his contract. He actually wasn't even supposed to live through the first movie. And then, the second movie, they just dumbed his character down even more, made him look even worse. So he's a good one. He's a good one to. Well, what they're wanting to do more individual movies. There's no way in hell the fans would let them get by with this bullshit here. This is going to be the one that's to end the Skywalker saga, which is what it's supposed to be. And I got news for you: Skywalker saga is already done. There's not a Skywalker left, not one. Ben Solo is not a Skywalker. Um, well, I I don't know what Ryan was thinking about bringing in Vice Admiral Holdo. I guess another way to I mean, there's only one way that you can say that is to get. Now they didn't let everybody know that she was an LGBT character, so um, they did in the book after the fact, but it was just another way to put another strong female. I don't mind strong females, but I mean, her character came off as an arrogant bitch. I don't know if that was KK's creation or not. I wouldn't doubt it. I know the Leia Poppins was that was all Kathleen Kennedy there. Um, it, Hold on didn't make sense to me because all right, you're going to introduce a brand new character. You're not going to take the characters that you already have, and you're not going to advance or build onto their character at all. But you're going to introduce a brand new character just to kill her off. Now, granted, I love Laura Dern, love Laura Dern, um, but I mean, it just made no sense to bring in a whole new character when you can't develop the ones that you already have. Yeah, we already had Akbar. Akbar just got shit on. I mean, they flat just flushed him out, and that was it. Done. Oh, the new Captain Marvel is supposed to be so powerful she can stop Thanos by herself. That's no bullshit. I kid you not. And the movie's going to tank because she's already stuck her foot in her mouth. Um, oh yeah, Captain Marvel way overpowered. Yeah, seriously, yeah, she is powerful enough to stop Thanos on her own. I mean, this is ridiculous. Don't I mean the film's gonna flop, and I would have watched it had Bree shut her fucking mouth and not said what she said. Um, and then had they not announced that she was going to be the baddest Marvel character ever, um, you know, oh, I love Wonder Woman. I loved Wonder Woman. A whole freaking movie full of damn women. If all right, so if I'm against strong female leads, that would be, and it had a woman, had a female director. I can't remember her name right off the top of my head. There was a female director as well. But if I hated females being in movies and didn't and hated female directors, I damn sure wouldn't like Wonder Woman, and I damn sure wouldn't have went and seen it, and I damn sure wouldn't have it on Blu-ray. So I have no problem with the women. You didn't care. You didn't like Wonder Woman? No way, dude. Was it because of the time era? Because it was during World War II? I think it's weird that she's going to be coming back in like 1984 or 1986 in this movie, but I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I haven't heard anything about the script, but I am going to see the movie. I thought Gal Gadot did a really good job. Yeah, exactly. Wonder Woman is loved by men and women. And it was directed by a woman. And the beginning of the movie is, I mean, there's so many friggin' strong women, and I actually like that. I mean, that was great. Yeah, Wonder Woman is not exactly immortal, but yeah, she's not exactly immortal. She's not going to get any older, but she can be killed. Oh, JJ's doing 9. Yeah, JJ's doing 9. Um, they're pretty much just throwing everything they got into a pot, and there you go. I mean, you're really freaking stretching it when you get Billy D to come back. Kill Bill. Ah, if you're talking about Tarantino's Kill Bill, I loved Kill Bill. I loved Kill Bill, and there was lots of strong females there. Yeah, I was too pissed to write a title. You damn right. I was like, son of a. Yeah, exactly. I'll change the title to something at the end of it. Um, I'm really yeah, I'm not threatened by women. I'm I'm not. Billy D will probably get killed by Maz Kanata by accident as she flips up her big ass glasses and trips over a bar stool and knocks him into some shit on the wall. It'll be something dumb. Yeah, Lost. Yeah, Lost, and then Lost had just the worst freaking ending ever. Just the worst freaking ending ever for Lost. There were so many people pissed at that. Yeah, and nine's going to be just as rushed. Um, and it's it's they have a new, and they've been working on it for a couple of years. They have a brand new, but I mean, you have to remember now. Lucas come out with um, brand new technologies when he did Star Wars. Um, well, they have come out with this new camera equipment. Um, they don't explain what it does, but it is supposedly the next big thing. I said, well, I mean, if you shoot a movie and it actually makes it good, everybody will use it. You should go back and reshoot freaking eight with it. But I mean, at this point, I don't need to see a standalone Star Wars movie about characters I don't give a shit about, which is Episode 9. It's not my new friggin' Deadpool suit gets here for friggin' outfit. That's so much. I mean, it looks identical. It is identical. I'm gonna find somebody to play Ray, and I'm gonna have Deadpool just kill the shit out of her, and we're gonna make that freaking video go viral as hell. Lando can't carry nine on his back. Shit, he can barely carry him. I mean, he's fucking 84 years old. I mean, Ray is just Ray. All she has to do is think about shit, and it's done. And she can get in front of a mirror, and all of a sudden, there's 900 mirrors. It's a fun house, and she knows how to snap her fingers. I mean, that's cool. Um, yeah, Ray's so perfect. Yeah, I agree with Diane. I didn't. We don't. None of us here like the fact that they turned Han into a deadbeat dad. Do you think Disney will best Star Wars into the grave to the point where no one cares and we'll have 20-year gap between new material again? No. Unfortunately, no. They might kill the movies, but now this with Favreau doing the live action series, now John Favreau is not going to be directing them. He's just going to be writing them. And I like Favreau. He has done a lot of really good stuff. You'll play Ray. Learning through the ancestors. I'll play Ray. Um, okay. They do. Um, they need this movie. They need this movie to make money, and they need it to make a lot. And I'm not giving them a dime. I can do an English accent. I also do an Irish one. My Scottish is not all that great though. Now when you get me at the bar drinking, now I can ramble on some accents, some really good accents. I mean, right now I'm hiding my southern one. Well, Aussie and English is a slightly different. Um, I didn't realize until today um, that Northern Brits and Southern Brits accents were completely different. I mean, it's it was crazy. Um, Soy Baka turned into an Uber driver for Ray. Oh my god. Yeah, episode 9 is not the answer. I would love to go to Australia though. God, I would love to go to Australia. Yeah, I mean, just to cover the interest that they had to, for the money they had to borrow for the franchise. Um, interest on $4.3 billion, even at a great interest rate, is freaking ridiculous. So, lots of Australians here. Hell yeah, I'd love to go to Australia. I think Australia is beautiful, beautiful. I have, I know, 2000, right? Yeah, that's right. As far as flat earthers say, by God, there is no Australia. Dude, the sledge, if I come, I'm looking y'all up. I've I have always wanted to go to Australia. Always wanted to go to Australia. Um, Growing up, since I grew up on a beach, I surfed and surfed and surfed, and I actually was on the surf team in high school, and then was on the surf team for Surf City, and then man, you kept seeing all the waves in Australia, and I was like, man, I want to go there. Damn, I want to go there. Damn, I want to go there. But then, just the hour flight, I do know that because I have already looked into it. So famous in Sydney, Peter's in Tasmania. Uh, Trust me, um, it's just an 18-hour flight for me, so um, I would love it. I would love it. Oh yeah, yeah, man, the waves. God, man, y'all had some of the best waves. All right, Mr. Pete. We will see you next time. Remember, everybody, go to Mr. Pete's channel, check it out. He's doing he's got a giveaway going on right now, subscriber giveaway. So go over there and check out his videos. Maybe you might get a used sock, or maybe a half sucked on one of them little. Oh God, yeah, the beaches, the love the Aussie women's accents. Um, the thing that gets me is I couldn't live there because I have guns, and I'm not giving up my guns. I have a shit ton of guns. Um, well, yeah, obviously you got to watch out for sharks there, but that's crazy though. I mean, I Australia is awesome. I want to go. I actually want to go to. I would love to go to the UK too. But I'd really like to go. I mean, there's a lot of places I really want to travel to. I would love to go to the Netherlands. There's a lot of places I'd really want to go. Wait. You have guns now? I thought guns were illegal in Australia. Oh, a kangaroo will kick your ass. There is no doubt about that. Kano, yeah, make sure you double flush now. Make that a two flush, no wiper. Well, I mean, I have 19 guns. Would that fit the restrictions? Been on YouTube for years and never have I won a giveaway. Well, I haven't drawn for 1,500 and now we're over 2,000. So there's two giveaways right there I got to draw for. So, um, and people do actually win these freaking prizes. It's pretty freaking cool, man. Cause I make them do a video. So everybody knows that, people do actually win. Dark Six Soldier got, my personal action figure from Rogue One, and um, Sith Melanie actually got an Ultra Saber's lightsaber. Um, was it Dark Knight? Dark Knight 611 got the Return of the Jedi lightsaber. Jeff Cotton got an Ultra Saber's lightsaber, and Andy Gunn got actually one of my lightsabers that I actually painted um, Old Republic style. So he actually got that. I have over 10,000 rounds of ammunition in my house. Yes, right. Like right now, every vehicle that I own has guns in it. Um, there's literally a gun everywhere. There's a gun everywhere. The day I win a giveaway on YouTube is the day I film myself shitting myself. That's the day that you film yourself taking the Last Jedi. All right. A Rough Rider 22 revolver. Let me tell you what, man, a 22 can kick some people's ass. I have two tactical 22s, and they shoot 22 caliber bullets, um, but they shoot them at 1,250 feet per second. And come zombie apocalypse time, I can pull out that instead of pulling out my AR-15s or my SOCOM or my 308s or my Blackout 300s, and I could pop every one of their ass with my damn 22 tactical rifles. Those things are so freaking badass. Um, I have a 6R too. Mine is actually a 38 though. 22 tacticals do kick ass. They do kick ass. They don't weigh shit. Ammunition's dirt ass cheap on them. Um, they're extremely accurate. And the other thing is, I mean, they're extremely deadly. I mean, extremely deadly. It's a freaking 22, but I mean, the tacticals shoot shit, you know, at supersonic speed. So, was there like a kangaroo season? Do y'all have kangaroo seasons down there? You just go shoot you a Joey anytime you want to. Guns only need to be in the hands of people that are comfortable and responsible. People that are not comfortable with guns really shouldn't have to. Really shouldn't have one. Um, um, yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to realize you have somebody's life in your hand with a gun. If you have a gun in your hand, And the other thing is, you should never pull a gun unless you're ready to use it, and that gets a lot of people in trouble too. They'll pull a gun, and of course, nobody really wants to kill another person unless you're just freaking insane. And they'll pull a gun to try and defend themselves, but they don't have the guts to go ahead and pull the trigger and shoot it, and they end up getting killed by their own gun for not using it. Um, yeah, me too. I respect your opinion to not like them. Like I said, I don't think they're for everybody at all. Um, there are certain people. Now, I will say that if anything ever does happen over here, um, if anything ever happens over here, there'll be an ass of people behind me, because I'll be in the front. But I mean, I'm not. It'll be my job to go protect people, and exactly, guns don't kill people. People kill people. Hey, you know what? If you want to walk somebody to death with a damn cricket bat, I am all for it. Make her Ray. Ooh, I could do that as Deadpool. That'd be a cool way to kill her off. Ban the assault bat. Oh my god. Um, I I grew up around guns, so I've been shooting guns since I was 5 years old. Yeah, I've been shooting guns since I was five. So it's not a you know Bonnie, I have done it, and it was in self defense, and I still have to live with it, and I still feel guilty about it. But um, I I mean, it was either us or him, and well, I chose us. And still, is it this has been 23 years ago, and it still hasn't. It's still not easy, and I still think about it. Um, well, that's what happened. There was a guy in the house, and me and my fiance at the time, which would be my first wife, which was pregnant. Um, we just got home, and she was back in the back bedroom, our bedroom, and when she went to go into the bathroom to put, because we went grocery shopping, when she went into the bathroom, there was a guy standing in the shower, and he actually had a gun on him. Well, she yelled out to me. I ran down the hall, and I had my gun. And as soon as I looked inside the bathroom door, he's got the gun to her back, telling me to get out of the way, this and that. She immediately moved to the side, and I just popped his ass. And you don't forget shit like that. So yeah, I mean, it really wasn't a choice. Um, yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything wrong, and I'm glad I had the ability to be able to protect my family. So, um, I would rather have the ability to protect myself or someone else than not have the ability to do it. Um, I didn't know if I'd ever, I honestly didn't know if I'd be able to pull the trigger or not. But my dad always told me, if you pull your gun, you best be prepared to use it. And I was prepared to use it. Yeah, there was. Yeah, I mean, he had a gun dead at her back. It's not a. It wasn't a choice. When she moved to the side, the gun is dead pointed at me. I wasn't even going to let him get off a shot. So we moved out of that house a week later. I mean, it's still, even though it was justified, and even though there was, I did the right thing. It's still not an easy thing to deal with. But I still keep my guns around because if anything does happen, I'm ready. I'm ready. I mean, I'm ready. If anything happens, I'm ready. I know, isn't that crazy? I saw where Europe did that, um, which is a good thing. One of my business partners is in the military, because I have so many 30 and 50 round magazines. It's not even fun. I have 8,000 rounds of ammunition already in magazines, and then um, I have 2,000 rounds that are not in magazines, for my ARs and for my SOCON. I just like building them. Jerk back at you. Emma, he didn't get all those guns in there. That's not how that happened. It wasn't just one person. It wasn't just him. That's been proven by FBI special investigators. That was done by the leftists here in order to try and get gun control. They're trying to take our guns away over here. They're trying to take away the Second Amendment. And yes, really, this is not a government. Our government did it deal. This is, you wouldn't believe how deep this you wouldn't believe how deep this rabbit hole actually goes. Um, yeah. Oh God, yeah, Paddock. Yeah, Paddock. All right. So the GSR tests, right? Or the GRS, the gun residue tests, negative. Come back negative on Paddock. Negative, which means he never fired a shot. Yeah, all of my AR magazines, the majority of them are 30 rounders. They chose that event because right before that, this staged mass shooting had happened again, and that wasn't enough. It didn't gain enough momentum to get our guns taken away. So that was going to be a huge turnout, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel when you get 10,000 people in one block. Oh yeah, there were. Um, all right, from his hotel, there were actually gunshots that were actually hitting fuel tanks at the airport. And not being, if you're not familiar with Las Vegas, The airport's a pretty good freaking ways away. Now, an AR with a 5.56 round, if you go, if you get the 70 grain, um, that's still a long ass shot. Exactly, country music does attract it attracts conservatives. Um, yeah, and you could sit there and listen to it. And I have a bump stock, um, which bump stocks, they're not as fluid as you would think they are. Um, and to go through the 30 round magazines um, takes no time. And you could hear on a lot of the videos um, when you're hearing the automatic machine or the automatic firing, it lasts way longer than an AR can go through. Um, and besides that, um, I mean, the whole thing was staged. All the pictures were staged. All the pictures were staged of the room that he was in. None of it made sense. Yeah, the bump stocks are, you know, they work, but not all the time. And what makes me think it was staged? Um, I'm because I'm not an idiot. Um, what makes me think it was staged is I know how the left works. I own a lot of land. I own two houses and then two buildings and 5 acres. But I'm selling one house. I'm closing out there. Um, yeah, his place is awesome. We'll make a run by the dollar store and we'll just go buy cases and cases of like paint. Um, no, exactly. He was a patsy. I'm telling. There was no gunshot residue on his hand. Well, luckily the property here is not that bad where I live. Now, I mean, on this side of town, it's way higher than it is on the other side of town, but um, it's really not that bad. The property that one of my buildings is on was like 35,000 an acre. But if you get near the lake or anything else, then it really goes up. Um, yeah, there was no need to bust open two windows for one shooter. And I mean, you're trying to tell me that for an entire week, uh, nobody went into that room at all? Good Lord. So, what is a 2,200 square foot, three bedroom, two bath, 60,000 gallon pool with a tiki hut? What would that go for? Yeah, because this place here is nice. I mean, it's like a beach. It's like being in a beach house. Yeah, that whole thing was just it was messed up. Um, all right, well, my puppy is whining, so I'm gonna knock this thing down. We'll do this again tomorrow. Oh yeah, closer to the beach. If I sold this house here in California, through the roof. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta end the stream. So let me go get her. She's raising all kind of hell. Um, but man, I enjoy talking to every one of y'all. And I'll get the winners for the 1,500 and 2,000 announced tomorrow, so everybody knows who they are. So, but other than that, I will see y'all later, and hopefully, I'll get a decent email. And man, I enjoy talking to y'all, and y'all talking into anything else and need some help, just holler at me, and I'll go jump in the middle of somebody's ass real quick or show them some sarcasm. But yeah, let me go get her because she's whining her butt off. All right, guys, we'll see y'all.